Okay, so basically, I'm gonna tell you guys about me becoming a full time artist. Basically, I do write songs for other artists. I collaborate with a lot of other artists, and I'm just discovering my sound. I've been very, very, very fortunate to kind of just be like a little sneak and maneuver myself throughout this whole industry. It's very difficult to get into, honestly. My dog, I'm so sorry. She's like scratching herself. Hang on. Okay, sorry about that. If I don't go and like help her scratch her tail, she will like there she goes again. She will like not stop and she'll go around and round and round and round and then she'll like bark at her tail. And I'm just like, stop it. I'm trying to talk. But going back to what I was saying, the reason why I'm able to pursue music more is because in 2023, I got injured really bad and I had carpal tunnel on my hands to where to the point where I couldn't open my door. And I live alone, so it really sucks. I couldn't do a lot of things on my own, so I'll post like I'll see if I can like insert photos of what my hands look like after surgery. And keep in mind that it's like 3 months after. So I had my first surgery in in October of 2024. And then in January of 2025, they did my left hand. But I'll try to see if I can post like photos before and afters. Not before and afters, but like what they look like. But that's what they look like. I know it's scary. So can you imagine me living alone? Like, I need my hands for everything. Um, and now it's been a few months of recovery, learning what I can and can't do, mentally being frustrated because I'm an Aries, man. I'm like the thrill seeker. I want to be in the gym. I want to be working out. I want to be out there doing sports. I used to play softball. I wasn't that good, but I gave it my all. And dude, I miss just playing sports and going hiking. And every time my friends and I go hiking, I always have that fear that I'm gonna fall. Because if I fall, then I hit my hands and then it hurts like crazy. But I try my best not to let that stop me from doing anything, honestly. But I'll show you guys what my hands do now. And this is why I had EMG done. Before I had my surgeries, I did get steroid shots in my wrist on both of them. The steroid shots, it's a big needle. They gotta numb you up and then they go, and I do have footage of that too. So if you guys want to see it, let me know. But those are my hands, and I'm gonna show you what my hands do now. Now, whenever I like let's say today I went to the grocery store and I went to 7-Eleven, right? Not even the grocery store, but it's like I got two of these cans, right? And then if I would have been carrying these two cans for a while, either on my wrist because of the bag or anything, my hands would have been doing this. So they would have started doing that. The red cup that you see me holding, I was carrying that like 2 gallons of juice. I was like this. I live across the street from the grocery store, so it's not that big of a deal, where it wasn't before. And it's like now it's like me carrying that as soon as I got home. And I was carrying it like this. And it's like as soon as I got home, I tried to like just pour myself some to like drink some because I was hella thirsty. Dude, my hands are just like shaking the whole time. And I'm just like, I can't like, to me, I'm just thinking about this like, I'm 36. I'm turning 37 in March. I don't have children. I've always wanted kids. But it's like, I don't even think I can carry them. You know? And it's like, it's so scary. I'm trying to like move my hands and stuff. I'll play a little bit of piano. I'm trying to learn, you know, just to get my hand movements, but my fingers will get stuck and I'll have to stop and like readjust them and stuff. I'm trying to play drums very lightly and not something too heavy because my brother has like those digital drums that they just like, it has just like the pad. And so I was just like trying to play those. I have a hand pan drum, you know, and it's just little light movements. It's just so I can keep my hands moving. It's not like I'm doing something crazy, but it's like that happens. And I recently had a Q&Me. So it's like a Q&Me is like an evaluation of like all your medical stuff that's been happening. And, you know, I go visit my specialist and then I have a separate doctor from the insurance, you know, that sees me and he evaluates me throughout everything. And when I showed him this footage of my hands going like this, like that, he told me it was mental. And I was just crying because I'm like, how is this mental? Like this whole thing. Like my whole experience has mentally challenged me, like completely. And you're telling me that this is mental? Like when my hand starts doing that shit, like right now my hand's hurting right here. But I'm like, I haven't even done anything like to be like, oh yeah, you know, I lift weights and did all that crazy stuff. No, I haven't done any of that. You know, but it's like, how are you going to sit there and tell me that it's a mental thing? So I asked him, I was like, okay, well, then refer me to a therapist. And he's like, no, he's like, I don't know any. Look them up. You know, therapy's never helped me. And I'm just like, coming from a fucking doctor, like, that really pissed me off. I was crying, but it pissed me off. And it's like, I don't like crying in front of people. I don't like crying in front of like doctors, especially not like that. Like, if anything, I need to fight for myself even more. And that's why I had the EMG done, because he requested for me to have it done after I asked, like, you know, like this shit isn't mental, like, bro, like, so it's just like, fine, like, do that. But that's the medical field for you guys. Like, they don't give a fuck. But it's ridiculous. And so having to experience all this, I feel like the one thing that has helped me like kind of have like a sane, like some sanity, you know, like keep me sane basically, is music. And so I started showing up to studios. I started hanging out with more artists. I started, you know, wherever I saw an opportunity, like, hey, you know, I'm looking for a singer, I'm looking for a writer, I'm looking for this, I would not hesitate to reply and be like, I have no experience, but I don't give a damn, and I'm gonna throw myself in there and learn. And that's basically what I did. I got to write a song for a girl. She's a Brazilian artist, super dope as fuck. Her name's Julia. We wrote a song in Spanish and Portuguese. I didn't know Portuguese. Like, I don't know like Portuguese, but I know Spanish. And so I would write in Spanish and then she would translate it so it could fit the song. And this was like the dopest experience ever. And one thing that was really cool is that when I left that session, like, I only had $20 to my name and I had to get back home and it was like really late. It was like 2-3 in the morning or something. No, maybe a little earlier, but still, like, I remember ordering an Uber and I was just looking at the license plate and I was just like, this is trippy. And when it pulls up, the license plate is my birthday, my favorite letter, and my favorite number. Like, not my favorite letter, but like the letter of my name, which is C. And then my favorite number is 4. I even have it like tattooed right here, Roman number 4. And then my birthday, 0331. And I was just like, I just took it as a sign. I was just like, oh my God, I was meant to be here. But yeah, guys, that's basically my journey into music again. And it's been lonely. It's been tough. It's been a lot of mental work on my end because there's so many things that I cannot do, but I try my best to like toughen it out and like, no, I got this. Yeah, yeah, I can do it. Like, it's cool. But in reality, it's not. It's not cool. But thanks for coming to my TED Talk, and hope you guys enjoy. Let me know if you guys have any questions or I don't know. I'm still trying not to be as nervous. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Have an amazing day. All love. Bye. Also, make sure you get yourself one of these.